Hello everyone, thanks for joining. My name is Stacey. If you haven't practiced with me before, welcome. Today we're going to do a short yang moving into yin style practice. So we'll start with a bit of a flow and then start to slow down into some longer holds. We're here today at the stunning Sashwa River of Stars in South Africa. I hope you enjoy the beautiful nature sounds as we flow through the practice. So making your way into a comfortable seat. I prefer to sit up onto a block. Perhaps you might like to sit onto a block or a cushion if you have one lying around. Otherwise, just any seat that feels comfortable for you and your body. Bringing the hands to face, palms down onto your thighs. And closing the eyes or just softening the gaze. Draw the navel in towards the spine. Allow the shoulders to come down away from the ears and lift up through the crown of the head. Starting to tune in to the present moment here. Becoming really conscious of where you are in time and space in this moment. How does it feel to be in this human body, in this moment right now? Starting to notice how the feet feel on the mat. Noticing how the breath is. Let's take a few deep breaths here together. Exhaling out any excess air. As you inhale, notice the belly expand in all directions. The chest lift. Pausing at the top. And then slowly exhale out the nose. Slow and steady. Inhale together. Really feel the chest expand, the rib cage opening. Sip in a little more. Pausing at the top. And slowly exhale out the nose. One more together. Inhale, filling up. Pausing at the top. Kumbhaka. And slow, steady exhale out the nose. And when you're ready, gently opening your eyes. Remove any blocks or cushions that you've used and come into tabletop on your mat. As you inhale, drop the belly open through the chest, gaze up towards the sky or the ceiling. And then exhale, tuck the tailbone, press down through the hands and dome up between the shoulder blades. Moving with your own breath here, inhale finds an opening through the chest. Exhale, tuck the tailbone, feeling each vertebrae articulate as you press down through the hands, feel that space between the back. Inhale, open, shine the heart space forward. Exhale, coming back to neutral here. We're going to ground down through the left hand, reach the right hand out in front of us and kick the left leg back. Take an inhale. Exhale, draw knee towards elbow. Two more, inhale finally. Exhale, knee to elbow. See if you can keep the hips square, open, inhale. And exhale. This time as you open up, bring that right hand around the back. Perhaps, maybe even reaching for the foot No worries if you can't. If you can, kick a little higher through the foot, open up through the chest, take an inhale. And exhale, gently release. Right hand sweeps back towards the front. Left leg is going to slowly sweep over towards the left. Take an inhale, open up through the chest. And then exhale, slide that left foot like a rainbow all the way over towards the right. Gaze over the right shoulder. Coming into a little side twist here. And bring it back to center. Other side, left hand comes out, right leg comes back. Take an inhale. Exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale, open. Exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale, open. Find length. And then bend through the back leg. Sweep that left hand back to grab the foot. Inhale, open up through the chest. Kick a little higher through that back leg. And gently release. Left hand comes back towards the front. Our right leg's going to gently guide all the way over towards the right. Plant down the left hand. Inhale, open through the chest. And then exhale, sweep that left leg all the way over. Sweep that right leg all the way over towards the left. And bring it back to center, tabletop position. When you're ready, tuck the toes and lift the knees just to hover, pressing down into the hands, gazing towards the top of the mat. Starting to warm up through the core here. 2 more breaths. Inhale together. And exhale, shoot the hips back. Come into your first downward facing dog. Maybe it feels good to pedal out through the legs. Just taking whatever you need. Any movements your body's calling out for. When you're ready, find stillness for a breath. Press down through the hands. Zip the triceps in and under and notice how that opens up through the back of the chest. And shoot the sit bones high. Doesn't matter if your heels touch the ground. You can also have a slight bend in the knees. Just shoot those hips nice and high. On your next inhale, right leg's going to sweep up towards the sky. 3-legged dog. As you exhale, bend through the knee, open up the hip, scorpion dog. Inhale, bring the hips back square, 3-legged dog. Exhale, right knee to right elbow. Inhale, kick it high, 3-legged dog. Exhale, draw the knee across to the left elbow this time. Inhale, 3-legged dog. Exhale, knee to nose, look forward, lift that right leg a little bit higher, gaze between the hands, and gently step that right foot forward. Soften the back knee down, inhale, Anjaneyasana. Stay for a breath here. Inhale, reach a little higher. Exhale, bring the right hand either to a block on the right hand side or maybe to your right knee, opening up through the left side body. Inhale, bring it back to center. As you exhale, draw the hips back, bringing the toes in towards the face, coming forward into your runner's lunge or Ardha Hanumanasana. Breathing here, starting to wake up through that right hamstring. Replant the right foot. Lift the right hand up, coming into a little side twist here. On your next inhale, tucking the back toes, lift the back knee, opening up into your easy twist. Staying in the twist, opening up into a twisted crescent lunge. Option to stay here, maybe that back hand finds the back leg, left arm sweeping up and over. Really press down through the feet here. We're going to spin all the way around and bend through the back leg, opening up into warrior two towards the back of the mat. Straighten through the left leg, draw the left toes in, right toes out, warrior two to the front of the mat. Flip the right palm, reach forward. Exhale, sweep that right arm up and over and bend a little deeper into that right leg. Really creating space down the right side body. Inhale together. And exhale, coming back to center. Straighten through that front leg. Heel toe the back foot in slightly. Shoot the hips back. Reach the right arm as far forward as you can. And then just moving the arms. Right hand comes down. Left arm shoots up towards the ceiling. Really lifting that left hand as high as you can as well. Opening up through the left hip. If you can, gazing up towards the top hand. Otherwise, you can look down towards that right big toe. Inhale, coming all the way back up to center. Right toes turn to face in. Bring the hands to the hips. Take an inhale, open up through the chest. And exhale, folding all the way forward. Nice, slow, steady breaths here. Notice how these forward folds often naturally help us extend our exhale, helping us to engage back into our parasympathetic nervous system. Coming out of fight or flight, allowing us to slow back down. Round down through the feet and lift up with a straight spine. Bring the right toes to face forward, bend through the right knee and cartwheel the hands down either side of the front foot. Step the right foot back. Come through your vinyasa or meet us in downward facing dog. On your next inhale, left leg sweeps high. Bending the knee, opening up the hip. Inhale, bring it back, three-legged dog. Exhale, knee to left elbow. Inhale, kick it back. Exhale, right elbow. Inhale, shoot it back. Exhale, knee to nose, lift that leg a little higher, gaze between the hands, and gently step the left foot forward, softening the right knee down. Inhale, Anjaneyasana. Inhale together. Exhale, left hand finds a block or your knee as the right arm sweeps up and over. Inhale, bring it back to center. Exhale, shoot the hips back, peel the left toes back. Finding Hanumanasana, our runner's lunge. Where is the breath? See if you can actively lengthen every exhale. Helping yourself to lower your heart rate. Soften into these poses. Replant the left foot, ground down through the right hand, left hand finds its way up towards the sky. Lift the back knee. And staying in the twist as we open out a twisted crescent lunge. Option, left hand finds the back leg, right arm sweeps up and over. Feel that beautiful opening all down the right hand side of the body. Stay for an inhale. And then really ground down through the feet. We're going to spin all the way to the back of our mats. Right toes face towards the back of the mat. Virabhadrasana 2. Warrior 2. On your next inhale, straighten through the right leg. Turn the left toes to face forward. Warrior 2 to the front of our mat. Inhale, flip the palm, reach forward. Exhale, sweep the left arm up and over, bend into that left knee. Reverse warrior. Inhale, straighten through the leg, come back to center. Heel to the back foot in slightly. Shoot the right hip back. Reach the left arm as far forward as you can. And then just moving the arms. Trikonasana, right arm shoots up towards the ceiling. Inhale to come back to center. Peel the left toes to face forward this time. Any option with the arms, I like to sometimes interlace the fingers behind my back. Take an inhale, open up through the chest. And then exhale, fold forward. You might like to do the same, or maybe bringing the hands to the ankles or wrapping the fingers around the big toes. And just focusing on the breath here. Two more breaths. Ground down through the feet, coming all the way back up to standing with a straight spine. Release the hands if you've hooked them. Turn the left toes to face forward. Windmill the hands either side of that front foot. Step the left foot back. Flow through your vinyasa or just meet us in downward facing dog. On your next inhale, right leg sweeps high. Exhale, bend the knee, open up through the hip. Sweep that right leg high. And then draw the right knee towards the right elbow. Gaze towards the right pinky finger. And step the right foot to the outside of the right hand. Soften the left knee down. Untuck the toes. Open up through the chest. Starting to slow down here. Using your breath as an anchor to bring you back to the present moment. Maybe it feels good staying high. Maybe you might want to play with coming down onto the forearms or some blocks. There's no right or wrong, just feeling what feels good in your body today. And that often changes from day to day. I know for me it does anyway. You might like to stay here. Perhaps you want to bend through the back leg and see if you can reach back with that right hand. Just opening up through that left hip flexor and into a wee twist. Gently release the foot if you've hooked it. Bring both hands back onto the mat. We're going to shoot the hips back and start to shuffle this foot gently over towards the left, finding our way into pigeon. Check that back leg is nice and straight, untuck the toes. And if you know that you've got a bit of a gap between your hip and the mat, bring a block or a cushion, maybe even a rolled up towel, anything underneath the hip, will probably feel quite nice. Inhale, open up through the chest. And then exhale, slowly walk the hands forward, maybe coming onto your forearms. Perhaps you can create a little tower with your fists if that feels good. Or maybe if it's there for you, coming all the way down. And notice where the mind goes as we start to slow down. You use your breath to bring you back into this present moment, rather than resisting just breathing into sensation without labeling anything as good or bad. And we just observe it. And back to the breath. Is there somewhere you can soften? Perhaps through the shoulders, the hands, the hips, the jaw. And that's the real advanced yoga. Learning how to soften in these uncomfortable poses. And just be here for 3 more breaths. You unclench the jaw. You take a deep sigh and release anything that you no longer need. On your next inhale, gently walk your hands back in towards the body. Tuck the back toes, lift the back knee, and step that right leg back behind you. Maybe pedal out through the feet. If it feels good, give that leg a little shake. Anything you need. And then on your next inhale, left leg sweeps high this time. Exhale, bend the knee, open up through the hip. Inhale, bring it back to center. And then exhale, draw it towards your left elbow. Gaze towards the left pinky and step the foot to the outside of the hand. Gently lower the back knee, untuck the toes, open up through the chest. Noticing how it feels on this side. Perhaps it feels a little different. There's no right or wrong. Again, just approaching it with curiosity. How is my body feeling today? And what do I need? Maybe I'd like to come down onto my forearms. And perhaps you'd like to bend through the back leg and sweep that left arm around to grab the foot on the other side. Release the back foot. Replant the left hand. Shoot the hips back and heel toe that foot over towards the right. Gently coming forward into pigeon on the other side. Again, just check that back leg's nice and straight. Untuck the toes. Inhale, open up through the chest. And then exhale, slowly coming down. Again, maybe you like to create a couple of fists to rest your head on, or maybe even grabbing a block. And maybe coming all the way down. Using our breath there again, so taking those nice deep inhales, imagine that you're filling up with fresh prana, fresh oxygen all down that left hip. And then as you exhale, see if you can exhale as slowly as you can. And soften. Surrender into the pose a little more. Inhale, fill up. And exhale, release. And essentially what we're doing here is training ourselves to come back into the parasympathetic nervous system, essentially creating a bigger window of tolerance for us. And we can translate that into our lives off the mat. Practicing how to find softness in challenging moments. And that helps us to show up how we want to, mindfully, as ourselves rather than reacting. How can we soften? It really is the advanced yoga. It's not the amount of headstands or handstands you can do. And you move with grace. 2 more breaths, yeah. And then gently walking the hands back in towards your body. Tuck the back toes, lift the back knee. Shoot that left leg back, give it a little shake if you need anything else that your body's calling out for. We're going to walk the feet all the way up towards the hands and slowly uncurl out onto our mats. Draw the knees in towards the chest, give yourself a little squeeze. You're rocking from side to side, feels good. I'm going to come into a final twist before shavasana. I'm going to draw both legs over to one side. If you have another favorite you'd like to come into, feel free to do that. Lowering the legs over towards the right. If it's comfortable for the neck, gazing over towards the left. Perhaps even softening down the eyes here. And taking that body scan again, seeing if there's anywhere that you're holding on to tension or tightness that you could release. Check in with the ankles, the hips. Soften the jaw. Relax the hand. 2 more breaths here. And on your next inhale, engage through the core and draw the knees back in towards the chest. Exhale, lowering them over to the other side. If it's comfortable for the neck, you can gaze over towards the right. And how how easily can you melt into softness here. Let go of the grip. Surrender into the pose. Inhale, engage through the core, draw the knees back in towards the chest, give yourself another squeeze. And taking any last minute movements you need before Shavasana. I always love to come into a happy baby, maybe grabbing the outside of the feet and drawing the knees in towards the chest. You can grab the backs of the thighs if the outside of the feet isn't available. Perhaps it feels good to rock from side to side. Taking any little last minute movements your body's calling out for. And whenever you're ready, allow yourself to uncurl out onto the mat. Bring the arms out wide, arms facing up towards the ceiling. Allow the feet to just melt out either side. Soften the shoulders down away from the ears. Come through any little fidgets. And then find yourself in complete stillness and softness. Your whole body relaxed, heavy, melting into the mat. And feel your tongue melt away from the roof of the mouth. Your jaw release, soft. The muscles of the face soft and relaxed. Take one last breath together. Take a deep inhale, really feel your whole body expand. Opening up in all directions, sip in a little more. And exhale it out with a sigh, make some noise. Let it all go. I encourage you to stay in Shavasana as long as you need. Thank you so much for practicing with me. Namaste.